Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video, we're going to talk about divisibility rules of the numbers 2 through 10. These are important to know as you're in middle school math and you move beyond as they help you simplify problems. So let's get started. So the divisibility rule for the number 2 is that the last digit is even. So I've got two examples here, 24 and 120. And to prove that this is true, well, to help you see this is true. It's not really proving it, but let's divide these numbers by 2. So we'll do 24 divided by 2. Okay, so 2 goes into 2 once. We put a 2 down here. 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring down the 4. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 times 2 is 4. And we have a remainder of 0. So if it's divisible by the number, it has to have a remainder of 0. Okay, let's look at 120 now. Okay, so we're going to do 120, divide that by 2. 2 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 12 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 minus 12 is 0. Bring down the 0. Here we have 2 goes into 0 0 times. The remainder is 0, so that one works as well. Okay, take a snapshot of that one because I'm going to erase this stuff and we'll move to 3. Okay, let's do a different color for 3 just to mix it up. So the divisibility rule for 3 is that the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. So the first example is 36. So let's add up 3 plus 6, and we get 9. And 9 is divisible by 3. Let's just now check it, doing some division. It's always good to practice. A lot of students are not good with long division, so I would practice this if I were you. All right, so 3 goes into 36. Let's see. So 3 divides by, or 3 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. Haven't had enough caffeine yet this morning. 3 minus 3 is 0. Bring down the 6. 3 goes into 6 twice. 2 times 3 is 6, so we're going to subtract 6. Have a remainder of 0. Yep, that one checks. All right, let's try this one. So let's do 4 plus 9 plus 5. Well, 4 plus 9 is 13, plus 5 is 18. 18 is divisible by 3, so 495 should be divisible by 3. Let's see. So 3 goes into 4 once. 4 minus 3 is 1. Bring down the 9 and the 5. So we got 195. 3 goes into 19 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. So we're going to subtract off 18 here. 19 minus 18 is 1. Bring down the 5. 3 goes into 15 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15, so we'll subtract 15. And we have a remainder of 0. So that one checks as well. Take a snapshot of this. We'll move to 4. Okay, let's maybe scroll up a little bit. All right, divisibility rule for 4. The last two numbers, or the last two digits of the number is divisible by 4. So let's look at this one. 24. Is that divisible by 4? Yes. 36. Is that divisible by 4? Yes. Okay. So let's try these out. So we'll do 924. And we'll divide it by 4. So 4 goes into 9 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. So we're going to subtract 9 minus 8 is 1. Bring down the 2. Bring down the 4. 4 goes into 12 here 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. So we're going to do 12 minus 12. That's 0. I don't need to write it. Bring down the 4. 4 goes into 4 once. And 4 minus 4 is 0. So we have our remainder of 0 for this one. This one checks. Okay, next one we're going to set up here. We might need a little extra room for this one, but we got 100,036. We're dividing that by 4. 4 doesn't go into 1. It does go into 10 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Bring down the 0 here. Bring down all this other stuff. That's a 3 there. Does 4 go into 20? Yes, it goes in 5 times. So we subtract 20 minus 20. That's 0. We don't really need to bring down, well, we'll bring down the 0 because we want to have a 0 here. So 4 goes into 0 0 times. We're going to bring down the 3 and the 6 here. So yeah, I'm making a mess of this morning. What am I doing? So let's look at the 36 here. Okay, so how many times does 4 go into 3? 0 times. But how many times does it go into 36? 9 times. 9 times 4 is 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. Remainder is 0. That one checks out as well. Hopefully that made sense. It made sense to my coffee-deprived mind. Let's move to number 5. All right. I'm going to erase this stuff. Boom, gone. Scroll down. All right, divisibility by 5. The last digit is either a 0 or 5. So the two examples, 1020 and 625, should work out, but we should probably check nonetheless. So 1020, divide that by 5. 5 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 10 twice. 10 minus 10 is 0. Bring down the 2. Bring down the 0. 5 goes into 2 0 times. It goes into 24 times. So 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. So that one checks. Let's do 625 divided by 5. 5 goes into 6 once. So 6 minus 5 is 1. Bring down the 2. Bring down the 5. 5 goes into 12 twice. 2 times 5 is 10. 12 minus 10 is 2. Bring down the 5. So 5 goes into 25 5 times. And 25 minus 25 is just 0. So that one also checks out. Take a snapshot of that because we'll erase it and move to 6. Boom. All right. Problem. What am I doing? Problem 6 here. Come on. It's not scrolling. There we go. All right. Divisibility for 6. So the number is both divisible by 2 and 3. So it has to end in an even number, and the digits have to add to a number that's divisible by 3. So both of these end in an even number. So that's good. Now let's take 396. We'll add up the digits. So 3 plus 9 plus 6. 3 plus 9 is 12, plus 6 is 18. 18 is divisible by 3. So 396 should work. Let's just check it out. Divide it by 6. 6 goes into 3 0 times, but it goes into 39 6 times. 6 times 6 is 36. 39 minus 36 is 3. Bring down the 6. 6 goes into 36 6 times. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. Remainder of 0, so this one checks. Let's check this next one. So ends in a 2, or ends in an even number, which is divisible by 2. And let's add up the digits. So 4 plus 0 plus 4 plus 4. So 4 plus 0 is just 4, plus another 4 is 8, plus another 4 is 12. 12 is divisible by 3, so this number should be divisible by 6. Okay, let's make some room. And let's try it out. So we got 4,044 dividing by 6. 6 doesn't go into 4, but it goes into 46 times. 6 times 6 is 36. 40 minus 36 is 4. Bring down the other 4s. Uh, 6 goes into 44 7 times. 7 times 6 is 42. 44 minus 42 is 2. Bring down the 4. We've got 24. 6 goes into 24 4 times. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 minus 24 is 0. That one checks. Remainder of 0. Boom. Good to go. Take a snapshot of this. I know I'm going a little bit quick through it, just in the interest of time, but you can always rewind video, replay video. Okay, so we'll delete this stuff. Let's change up the colors here. So divisibility rule for 7, this is a little bit longer. So we're going to take the last digit of the number, double it, and then subtract it from what's left over. If that number is divisible by 7, then the number is divisible by 7. So let's look at this one. So we're going to take the last digit, which is this 3 here. I'm going to double it. That's going to give me 6. And then we're going to take the rest of the number here, 13. 13 minus 6, that's 7. 7 is divisible by 7. So 133 should be divisible by 7. Let's check. So we got 133 divide by 7. 7 goes into 13 once. 1 times 7 is 7. 13 minus 7 is 6. Bring down the 3. 7 goes into 63 9 times. 9 times 7 is 63. So our remainder is 0. So this first one checks. Okay, let's erase this one. Okay, I'll change the color here for this one. So this one here, we're going to take the last digit 8, we're going to double it, that's going to be 16, and then we're going to subtract it from 30. Okay, so we'll do 30 minus 16. That'll give us 14. So yeah, this one should be divisible by 7. Let's check. So we're going to do 308. And let me make that a little bit better. 308. Divide that by 7. 7 doesn't go into 3, but it goes into 30 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. Bring down the 8. 7 goes into 28 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. And 28 minus 28 is 0. We have a remainder of 0. This one checks. Okay. Take a snapshot. We got a few more numbers to go. Okay, let's look at the divisibility rule for 8. So the last 3 digits of the number is divisible by 8. So we've got 1,408. 408 should be divisible by 8. Let's just check. So 408. 8 goes into 45 times. 5 times 8 is 40. We get 0 here, bring down the 8. 8 goes into 8 once. So, yeah, that is. Let's check 1,408. All right, so 1,408. And we're going to divide that by 8. So 8 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 14 once. So 1 times 8 is 8. 14 minus 8 is 6. Bring down the 0. Bring down the 8. 8 goes into 60 7 times. 7 times 8 is 56. 60 minus 56 is 4. Bring down the 8. 8 goes into 48 6 times. 6 times 8 is 48. 48 minus 48 is 0. Remainder of 0. So example 1 checks. Okay. All right. Let's move to the next one, the next example. So we got 160. Is that divisible by 8? Well, 8 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 16 twice. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 minus 16 is 0. Bring down this 0. 8 goes into 0 0 times. We have a remainder of 0. So yes, that works. So now let's do the whole number here. 121,160. So 121,160. We're dividing that by 8. 8 doesn't go into 1. It goes into 12 once, though. 12 minus 8 is 4. Bring down the rest of the numbers. So the 1, this 1, this 6, and this 0. 8 goes into 41 5 times. So 5 times 8 is 40. 41 minus 40 is 1. Bring down the 1, the 6, and the 0. 8 goes into 11 once. 1 times 8 is 8. 11 minus 8 is 3. Bring down the 6. Bring down the 0. 8 goes into 36 4 times. 4 times 8 is 32. 36 minus 32 is 4. And we're running out of room, but we get 40 here. 8 goes into 45 times exactly. We'll have a remainder of 0. So, if I subtract 40, trying to cram it in there, I get my remainder of 0. So, yeah, that one checks. Okay. Hopefully you're keeping up. If not, just pause the video, go back and watch again. No big deal. Take a snapshot of this if you want, and then let's delete it and move to 9 and then 10. All right, so the divisibility rule for 9, the sum of a number's digits is divisible by 9. Okay, so let's look at 198 here. So we're going to do 1 plus 9 plus 8. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 8 is 18. Well, 18 divided by 9 is 2, so yeah, that works. Let's check it out. So we're going to do 198 and divide that by 9. So 9 doesn't go into 1, goes into 19 twice. 2 times 9 is 18. 19 minus 18 is 1. Bring down the 8. 9 goes into 18 twice. 2 times 9 is 18. And we're left with a remainder of 0. So this first one does check. Let's check this next one here. So we've got 1 plus 1 plus 7 plus 9. So this becomes 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 plus 9 is this also adds up to 18. So should be divisible by 9. Let's check. So we got 1,179. 9 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 11 once. 11 minus 9 is 2. Bring down the 7. Bring down the 9. 9 goes into 27 exactly 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27. 27 minus 27 is 0. Bring down the 9. And 9 goes into 9 exactly once. Remainder is 0, so it does check out. Okay, one last one to go. So divisibility rule for 10, so the last digit of the number is 0. So these both should work. Let's try it out. So 200. Divide that by 10. 10 doesn't go into 2, but it goes into 20 twice. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. Bring down the 0. 10 goes into 0 0 times with a remainder of 0. That one checks. Okay. Let's try this next one. So we've got 1,000 or 13,450. Divide that by 10. 10 doesn't go into 1, but it goes into 13 once. So 13 minus 10 is 3. Bring down the 4. Bring down the 5. And bring down the 0. 10 goes into 34 3 times. 3 times 10 is 30. 34 minus 30 is 4. Bring down the 5. Bring down 0. 10 goes into 45 4 times. 4 times 10 is 40. 45 minus 40 is 5. Bring down the 0. 10 goes into 50 5 times. 5 times 10 is exactly 50. So 50 minus 50, remainder of 0. So that checks out. I was going to have another divisibility rule, but I think I'm going to stop there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If it was helpful to you, please like and subscribe. Also, I have my links to Teacher Pay Teacher stuff in the description if you're interested in that, as well as my website. Hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.